SSG Stadium as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's locked in. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Rebels offense will have the football first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw at Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Red Raiders offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The sure hands, it's Douglas. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Morton. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Grabbed behind the line. It's dribbling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Morton. Makes the catch. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Goodness, that happened fast. He went in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Joyner. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced him to complete.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Gets it to the back. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rushes on him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's got it on the right. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Powers through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raider.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been...
Ball is free. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Gets away from one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw. It's Morton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Joyner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels head quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
They'll immediately call timeout.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And we are especially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love the defense right here, working together, forcing the quarterback outside of the pocket. And then you got to have those secondary contained players, the guys whose job is to go get him once he gets outside the pocket. And the linebacker does that, runs him down in the outside part of the field and gets the big sack.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but you feel like you're creating some momentum here. To score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Finds space on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Boom. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Well, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Morton. The quick out. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's dribbling. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give on the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive.
19.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Peterson.
Touchdown, Red Raider! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
But when you're running the core route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The hand to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls it in. It's Virgil. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Soft spot in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The play-action fake. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't